Welcome to Roll and Review, where we talk about all things nerdy and awesome. I'm Jim,
And I'm Alex.
and we're talking movies today, and what's new in movies.
And everyone knows the big trailer that dropped recently was Civil War,
Yeah,
the second one. So, anything to look forward to in this second Civil War trailer? Let's find out. Going through, it really seemed like a lot of the same stuff. Captain America doesn't really like Iron Man. Iron Man doesn't like Captain America. The joke about punching him in his teeth shows up again. We knew that was going to happen.
of course.
We did see a little bit more of Black Panther.
Yeah,
That's one thing. He's jumping around, being awesome, showing how versatile he really is, and he's probably going to be stronger than Captain America, it looks like.
Yeah, no, he looks like an incredible character.
Yeah.
I'm super excited that they featured him more in this, because we've seen all the main characters in four or five different movies.
We need to start expanding the universe.
Exactly, and I'm glad they featured him
Oh, yeah.
more in this trailer.
Also, they added a little bit of breathing noise to War Machine when he got shot down to either give us the hint that he actually didn't get killed, because that's what a lot of people were talking about, that War Machine's going to eat the bucket.
Either that, or it was to fool us so that we don't think that he's dead, but he really is. Who knows?
Exactly. We saw a cool shot of Scarlet Witch making not Venom, Vision. Thank you, Vision, not Venom. Making Vision basically like bow to her with her powers. That looked pretty intense, and I'm wondering where they're gonna go with that. And I wonder if they're gonna actually have the canon Scarlet Witch Vision relationship.
Yeah, because that'll be interesting, especially because of how powerful we know the Vision is. You know, he can phase through things. He can do a ridiculous amount of things.
So how powerful is Scarlet Witch in this universe?
Exactly. Or is magic his essentially one weakness?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of that, is she that balancing character?
She's not
doing?
magic, or is she gonna be magic with Doctor Strange now, or does she just have mutant powers?
You know, they're not mutants.
They're fine. Enhanced powers.
You know, that's a really good question, because she's kind of that weird middle ground. We really don't know what it's probably a mutant ability.
I feel
honestly.
like they're making it up as they go and get more characters.
Well, I mean,
like that's what they're doing.
with her, I mean, she was only in Age of Ultron. She wasn't in anything else. So there's still plenty of room where they could explain it one way or another, tell us more about her.
And once a big deal, someone's gonna have the "we're mutants" moment.
I hope
we're not enhanced. We're mutants. Damn it!
I hope someone is just like blurts out like mutants. Even if they go, no, we're enhanced humans. At least someone has to go like, that sounds like a mutant ability,
right?
No, we're enhanced. That'd be great.
A little bit more action with Iron Man and his awesome hand, like little watch Iron Man claw thing, which I thought was really cool. I wish we see more of that.
Oh, yeah, it kind of unfolds from his
just from like
watch.
a Rolex to Iron Man hand.
Yeah, I mean, that looked really cool, and you can tell we know Tony Stark doesn't have any superhuman capabilities.
Besides being insanely smart.
Knowing with that he can, kind of fend off the Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier has a gun in his face, and somehow he doesn't get shot in the face because of that. I'm super excited to see how that plays in without necessarily having to see him in the full suit, but, giving him those enhancements.
Yeah, that hand just stops a bullet cold, and you just see the shock in the Winter Soldier's face. Like, Tony's like, yeah, I know it did that. And Winter Soldier's like, what just happened?
Right.
That's pretty cool. But then the moment that everyone's talking about in this trailer is the appearance of a certain web slinger showing up at the end.
Which, personally, so I watched it, momentarily forgot he was going to be in this trailer. I was like, oh, look, a new trailer. And out of nowhere, watching it. All of a sudden, he jumps in. I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
everyone was just like, Spider-Man! We got Spidey! But
show me Spider-Man!
no appearance of any character would be amiss if there weren't some controversy along with it. And tell us what the Spider-Man controversy is.
So, some people are saying it looks too CGI, too cartoony. Which I can see. I've seen the picture. I've looked at the stills, seen the picture of him. I can see how it looks kind of cartoony. Yeah. It's not the Amazing Spider-Man suit we saw from the last movies.
It's not a still face. The eyes have the ability to move to convey some expression, like kind of how Deadpool had it. And it's just, what's the extent of the CGI going to be? A lot of people said it looked a bit too CGI. Mm-hmm. I think it's just his face that looks kind of CGI. I think it's obviously Tom Holland. It's not they didn't just CGI Spider-Man there. It's obviously Tom Holland in a suit. It's just how much of him is going to be aided with computer generative rather than just the flat mask like we saw with the Sam Raimi and the Amazing Spider-Mans.
Right. And I think the fact that they had the eyes move, I think that's awesome.
Complete with their own little sound effect.
Right. Like, I'm super excited about that because that was one thing I really hoped the studios learned from Deadpool was to do things like that, those minor CGIs, to help convey the emotion of masked characters.
Yeah.
But it's still too early to tell if it's going to be, Green Lantern CGI or...
How much people are judging this off of how long?
It's about 3 seconds.
How long it is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
4 seconds.
4 seconds
people
of airtime.
People are judging how this looks off of 4 seconds, which everyone's going to do anyway. If there's just a still, remember the first time we saw Apocalypse? Everyone's like, oh my god, he doesn't look big enough. He's this, he's that.
Exactly.
Everyone's going to complain no matter what. Wait till we see it in the movie. If it works, it's going to be great. And I like the look of Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, I do too. Some people did also complain about, the emblem's really small. It's not like the Amazing Spider-Man one where the emblem was freaking huge.
Well, obviously they can't do the same emblems because one, copyright. They can't do it. And 3, they want to change it up. They want to separate themselves from the other series. They don't want so that's this one. No, it's completely different. So they have to do something to separate themselves.
Exactly. I gotta say though, despite all those critiques I've heard of it and bad things I've heard of it, I'm super excited for the movie. I loved it. I love seeing Spider-Man. It gave us just enough to get us excited, but didn't pull a Batman vs Superman and destroy Act 2.
Once again, Marvel, you're way ahead of DC. Good on you.
Yeah. Next thing we gotta talk about, because this is coming out on March 18th.
New season of Daredevil, which is going to be another versus, which is going to be Daredevil and the Punisher.
Yeah, and I'm super excited because in the poster they showed the Punisher in his Punisher outfit, and it is the T-shirt with that Punisher symbol that we all know and love, and the leather jacket. The costume is Punisher's costume.
And going with how Daredevil looks now, it looks fantastic, and it looks like they're going to do some good justice to the characters. Disney is really nailing their thing when it comes to superheroes right now.
Exactly. I'm really excited about that, but we'll have more to talk about that after the 18th, which also happens to be the opening day of C2E2 here in Chicago, so the Comic-Con, which means I'm going to be really conflicted.
He's going to be there. If you stop him, say hi.
Absolutely, but I'll be really conflicted. Do I read all my comics that I picked up from C2E2? Do I watch Daredevil? Do I do both and miss half from both? I don't know. We'll figure it out when it happens.
Tell him what he should do.
Yeah.
Or just confuse him. I'm down for both.
Everyone's going to confuse me. It's great.
It's true. You are very confused.
I'm confusable. Easily.
All right. Another image drop, was it last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's the new poster for X-Men Apocalypse, which is Apocalypse and his 4 horsemen, which currently are Magneto,
Psylocke, Angel, and Storm.
Thank you. I had a complete brain fart. I'm like, Magneto and
who's that girl?
Technically, wouldn't it be Archangel because of the metal wings?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I know what I'm talking about.
It's all the same. Crap. Who knows? Because it's all continuity that we don't actually know yet.
It's the X-Men. The continuity is so confusing.
Right? Is Stewart going to be in this one or the other guy? No, I'm kidding.
All the dinosaurs fear the T-Rex.
Always relates back to Deadpool, which I'm okay with. No, but so this poster
looks great to me.
Yeah, has I almost said Thanos. Oh my gosh, different universes. Apocalypse.
We are having lots of issues right now, mainly because we have a fat guy trying to show off his belly in the window behind us. So it's kind of distracting.
Thank you, My Happy Place Comics.
Yeah, we're gonna plug you anyway.
Of course.
Lucky you.
But anyway, so Apocalypse is kind of standing over his horseman and just kind of looking like a badass, which I love.
Oscar Isaac, just eyes in the back of his skull, just yeah.
So it makes me excited for it. I mean, it's gonna be a great movie.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're doing a good job, especially who's the director again?
Shoot, I can't remember. I just thought of Batman vs Superman's director.
Thank you for being. It's the guy who did the first two, and Days of Futures Past.
Yeah, I'm blanking. But anyway, so
I'm looking this up now.
I know you're gonna look it up. I'm gonna keep talking, so that we don't have just dead air.
Yeah.
But so anyway, like the image looks really
Singer.
cool. Bryan Singer. So
yeah,
the image looks really cool. Again, shows me what I want to see, but it doesn't ruin anything.
Yeah, I have no qualms with Apocalypse right now. It looks like it's going to be a great movie, and I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. So
now we have a bit of controversial news coming from a Fox studio. Who would have thought?
Not a Fox
Sony.
studio.
Sorry, Sony. Yeah, they get so irrelevant. I can't even remember.
They really do.
They exist anymore. That they have greenlit a Venom movie that will not take place in a Spider-Man universe. One, how do you do that?
That's a good question. Because he is so intrinsically tied to Spider-Man, it's really hard to actually get a good Venom without that.
It doesn't make sense.
What I saw online and what people have been talking about it looks like Sony's just trying to jump on this R-rated craze that Deadpool started.
And we knew that was going to happen. Yep. We warned them, and of course it's going to be Sony that is the one that's going to just try to no, we're going to get some cash grab out of this. Yeah. We still have this character, might as well make a movie before we're forced to sell it off because we don't know how to make movies.
Right. I mean, the one thing my hope is that it just doesn't get made.
Right.
I mean, it's still so early. They greenlit again. It was greenlit once before. It got canceled. I mean,
I feel like it's just going to fail.
I have a feeling they're just going to cancel it again in the future, and it'll be over with.
Until I see a trailer, I don't believe it's happening. Yeah. Especially since we have no one for the casting yet. We don't have a director. We don't have a script. There's nothing. They're just like, we're going to make the movie. So that's how you know it's just a cash grab attempt, and there's no real heart or any plan to this at all.
Exactly. It's kind of the same thing with Gambit.
Yeah.
You know, we have casting. We at least have castings for Gambit, all that.
Don't they have a release date? No.
I think so, but until they show me a trailer, it was postponed once before. That I'm just going to assume it's not happening until it actually happens.
All right. According to IMDb, it's coming on 2017. They do have a director. They have writers.
They have their lead man.
Yeah, they do.
Channing Tatum.
There's no plot known yet. Let's see.
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, but there's no any details about when anything's going to come out. It's just they're saying 2017.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm holding that as the same Venom to the same thing as that. I don't actually believe it comes out until they show me something.
Yeah, they're still in pre-production, so your guess is as good as anyone's when this is going to come out.
Exactly. It's not going to get made.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's not going to get made. So
I think that's it for today.
Yeah. We're very Marvel heavy,
right? Yeah.
Nothing new really came out for Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
It's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't want any new stuff to come out. I want to see it in the movie. So next time we really talk about DC is probably going to be whether we liked or disliked Batman v Superman. Yeah. Hope it's liked.
I mean, they could potentially release some Suicide Squad thing or Justice League. We know
I will
Green
put money
Lantern
down right now that the next Suicide Squad trailer is going to be attached to Batman v Superman.
Yeah, probably.
I'll put money down on that.
I mean, on the DC side, we know Green Lantern's not going to show up in Justice League Part 1. Yeah. So they're going to save it till Part 2, which is due to release right before the Green Lantern Corps movie.
Which is 5 years from now anyway, so it's so far ahead, everything can change.
Exactly. So, I mean, there wasn't much news there, but yeah, we know that. We know we're going to see Cyborg probably playing football in Batman vs. Superman.
See Flash whiz across the screen.
Which is all I really want to see of him in Batman vs. Superman. I don't need to see him until Justice League.
I think the only one that we're going to see a bit more of is going to be Aquaman.
Yeah. Aquaman is the one person who, in that movie that we know he's in it for some amount of time, but we haven't seen him yet on screen.
Based on how the trailers, I'm guessing during the Doomsday fight, he's going to rise out of the bay and just help unleash some havoc.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he'll do that, then retreat back, or be the a-hole who's just like, I'm gonna go help Atlantis now. I'm gonna leave you guys in the middle of a story.
Yeah. We'll see. Which is why we're hoping it's good. That's why the big hope is there. Another special thanks to My Happy Place Comics for letting us record, especially since we're talking about Spider-Man. Get a good Spidey poster behind us.
And X-Men, which is right behind you.
We got it all. And up there, too.
And up there. We have a lot. No wonder I thought of Thanos. He's behind me.
Yeah. He's just whispering to you.
Jim, talk about me. Kidnap him. I'm so proud of you.
All right. Until we see you all next time, you like this video, give us a comment below, and give us a like and subscribe.
Thanks for stopping by. See you later.